Hi friends! I have had this stamp set for quite some time and I was so excited finally to use it. So I stamped everything except one small bee on Bristol Smooth cardstock using VersaFine Onyx black ink, and I heat embossed it with clear embossing powder, and I decided to use my Zig Real brush markers. I started with brown for this little squirrel, and I'm just adding the color along the lines of the image and then spreading it out with a damp paint brush. I don't feel comfortable using a water brush, but that's just my own preference. And I go back and add a bit more color if I need to once the first layer is dry. This card started with a disaster. I had completely different plan for it and I had stamped and masked my images. At least I didn't heat emboss, but it was a full scene, and when I started coloring I realized that the paper is not the Bristol Smooth cardstock. So a small tip, always mark at the back of your cardstock what it is. I use a pale pink for inside of the ear, and moving on to this little bird, I decided to make it blue, and I don't want my critters to be really dark and vibrant colored. I am trying to make them a bit more neutral because I will be going with more bold colors for the flowers. So I thought that these little animals will stand out more, if that makes sense. And I added a little bit darker blue just on the wings and orange for the beak. For the bunny, I go only with light gray, and I left the flowers on their heads for now not covered. I will coordinate that with the other big florals, depending which critter will be sitting on which flower. And again, pale pink in the inside of the ear and on the tail. And here is the fox. And this video is really sped up, but there is nothing special about the coloring. And here I wasn't so patient, so I took acrylic block and scribbled a bit of the orange and then added it to the areas where I wanted a bit more color. And then for the white part I used light gray color and again pale pink for inside of the ears. Next is this flower, which will be this bright vibrant pink, and I'm applying color just to the base of each petal and spreading it out, trying to have some highlight. And I will do this for the rest of the petals off screen and will come back again, adding more color. And here it is. For the daisy I go with yellow and the other flower is with purple. So here I have a base coat of color applied already, and now with a bit darker yellow I just add a bit to some of the petals to give more dimension, and I'm spreading the color with the damp brush, and I will add more color where it's needed. And I do the same with the purple one, just adding again the color to the base of each petal and blending it out. Then I took a background from my stash. It's a photo paper, and I was experimenting with gloss sprays, and I will attach this panel onto my card base, and I use double-sided adhesive and wet glue just to make sure that everything sticks nicely together. And this is inside of the card. I stamped their happy belated birthday, and also I have the bee inside, and I will arrange all the images and adhere them with the liquid adhesive. I will also add small sentiment, and that is the card. I decided not to add any sparkle or sequence or anything else. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day. Bye.